student loan debt. Now, you and I have talked about this before, but let me ask you this. If you were to do it all over and not get an education because you didn't want to take the student loans, would you do that?
Well, here's the deal. I wish more people would have conversations with their children or even counselors. I didn't have the best high school counselor to give us advice. If you are not getting a full ride to go to school, my suggestion, if you really want to go to school and get an education, there's nothing wrong with that, go to community college first. Get your basics out the way. Almost every school across this nation teaches the same basic things you need. And then, if you want to go to a school, pick a state school within your state. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not getting full rides, like a full scholarship or some private foundation that's funding your education, or maybe your parents used a 529 plan, which is saving for college for their kids or whomever, don't do it. Don't
I think people are putting themselves in deeper loan debt without being properly advised in. I mean, I teach at a community college. Those credits are transferable. I'm using the same books, the same curriculum that is being used at these public universities. The other thing too, this is the other thing, if you are going to college and you do have to take out some money, which is fine because I did it, Obviously you want to augment it with grants and scholarships and things like that. But it's very important that you buy the books and materials needed for the class. I know people who have taken loans out to go to college, tried to save money by not purchasing the book even though they have the loan, and then they fail the class. Because if you fail the class, and if you even fail out of school, you are still responsible for that loan.
Yes. Leave in the middle of the semester, still responsible.
So you really have to get into your head that buying the required materials is part of the process. It's part of the schooling, and it has to happen.
And here's the thing. There's a whole marketplace out there of, here's an example. When I was in law school, I had a book that was like $160. I went to the campus bookstore. I was like, $160? Are they serious? And I went on eBay, and there was someone selling the exact same book for $12. Now, mind you, when I got it, it was highlighted and well used, but you know what? It felt good saving $100 and some odd dollars.
Yes.
So you have half.com, Amazon has their own resellers. I mean, but you have to be informed, but a lot of people don't know this. And I was surprised even when I was in law school back in the early 2000s, people didn't know about half.com. I'm like, really? That's where I got most of my books from. Then you have some professors now that want to make their own materials and charge an arm and a leg for it. But I mean, for the most part, most of the textbooks, get them online.
And there are textbooks rental programs now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There are rentals, so you can just rent it for the semester. But I'm just saying that, and I know you as an adjunct professor and me as well, is when students don't have the book, that is not a good financial decision to not have the book.
Copies are in the library, I will say
They are. There could be reference copies in the library as well.